What is the number one reason that Americans quit their jobs? Is it annoying customers? Is it low wages? Is it the never-ending grind of being a cog in a capitalist hellscape machine where you only make enough money, pay back all your bills, and then you eventually die at 80, never accomplishing all that you've wanted to do in your life? No. It's having bad bosses. Now, would you like the source on that? Bad bosses can make even the best jobs suck major butt cheeks. Whether they just stress you out or they micromanage the crap out of you, they can be a real pain in the ain. Us. Now, I've had plenty of bad bosses in my life, and if you ever had a job, then you have had a bad boss in your life. Especially if you're self-employed, because then your boss is yourself, and that person usually sucks. Now, to be fair, being a good boss can be difficult. You'll have to manage a whole store/business, you have to keep track of a bunch of employees, and you have to make sure your third yacht doesn't get a scratch during your trip to Hawaii. Now, I'm just kidding, calm down, all of my former bosses who are watching this and they're glad that I don't work for them anymore. I know it's not always like that. But sometimes it can just be frustrating to have to work under someone who couldn't even do the exact same job that you do, even if their life depended on it. Well, alright, Mr. Gooseman, if you want to say all this crap about bad bosses, why don't you become one and see how easy it is? Well, I actually was a manager at one of my old jobs, and I hated it, so yeah, fair point. But I still feel like I was able to see what made the difference between a good boss and a bad boss.
Roll credits.
Number 1, you gotta make sure all your employees know that they can make mistakes. It's important for your people not to feel like they're on edge at every second, and if they mess one thing up, they're being thrown right back into the unemployment office. Of course, this does vary a bit depending on what job you have. Alright, I got the rocks. Let's go back in. Whoops, looks like I left the keys inside. Haha. Mondays, am I right? Johnson, we are going to die. Number 2, you want to be personal with every employee. Of course, this can be more difficult the more employees you have, but you're the one making all the money around here, so you better act like it. You don't want to be like old Beth Bezos, who affectionately will call each employee by their algorithmically generated employee number. Just kidding, he never talks to his employees. And number 3, this is the most important thing. If your Call of Duty KD is worse than any of your employees, then you legally have to defend your title on any Call of Duty game of your choice. You know the old saying, if your KD is whack, you gotta hit the sack. Blah. And there you go, some advice on how to be a better boss. Now, you might think that I ran out of ideas on what to put as a third piece of advice here, but that's not true. You wanna know how?
It came to me in a vision.
Thank you guys for watching, I really appreciate it. That first video I made, well, not my first, but my latest video I made seems to be doing pretty well. Y'all seem to like it, so I will absolutely keep making more stuff like that. Ooh, and I'm currently recording all this under a blanket in my room. Had to turn the fan off because so it won't make noise in the back, and it's so freaking hot. Like, I am freaking dying. Please just let me stop recording, please.